What is up, YouTube? This video is a little different because of course my partner in crime Adam isn't with me. I'm gonna do a story time on my rook piercing because someone asked me in the comments to do a video on it, and if it hurt it, because I guess they want to get it. So the story goes, I was like a senior in high school, I believe, and I was just splurging at that point. Like I was just spending money on anything. So I was like, you know what, I'm out of cheerleading, because in cheerleading we couldn't have piercings or anything. So it was 4 years of high school, I couldn't get any piercings because of cheerleading. So I'm like, you know what, senior year, I'm about to splurge. I was like, you know what, I want to get an ear piercing. I think I had already got my nose pierced, so I was like, you know what, I want to get my rook pierced. So I was like going on Pinterest and stuff, and I was looking at like what type of different like ear piercings I can get, because I knew I wanted to get some part of my ear pierced, but I didn't know what part, because I didn't want to be like basic. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna get my rook and my tragus. So that's exactly what I have. Is this is the tragus and this is the rook, and I just got them as a combo. So I went and got literally both of them done at the same time. Kind of regret it because it was like just like so much irritation in one ear. Like it was just so hard to just do stuff on this side of my head because it was just so sore afterwards. But I went to a piercing place and I told him, I was like, yeah, I just want to get 2 piercings on this side, the rook and the tragus. And first he did the rook. So that's what I'm talking about, the rook piercing. They say the tragus hurts like way more than the rook. But actually for me it was the opposite. My rook piercing hurt way more than the tragus piercing. So I think I have a high tolerance for pain. So like just me telling you, like serious, some people can say it like hurt it like extremely bad, but for me it was just the fact that like a needle's going through like cartilage and is going through like a gristle, I feel like that's the only thing I can explain. Like it's just going through cartilage. That's the only thing that's kind of like annoying about it. I feel like the after effect of any piercing just like hurts way more than like getting it actually pierced. So when he pierced it, it's like so much like cartilage it has to go through. So it took like literally 5 seconds for him to pierce it. You would think like with a piercing it takes way quicker, like just like quickly go through, but like he had to go through so much cartilage and like he has to go through all of that. So that's the only thing that like made it like hurt during the process. But I wouldn't say it was like the worst feeling ever. Like it was just like you got a piercing, your adrenaline's rushing, so like you just get it over with. So when he did that, yeah, he just cartilage and it went through and then he put it through. The only thing that kind of creeps me out is the bleeding. Like I bled, like no kidding, for like 15 minutes non-stop, like dripping blood. I start feeling like some blood like right here. I had blood on my shirt. Like it instantly just started bleeding. I don't know if it was because it was like going through so much cartilage or what, but like it was like a lot of blood, and it started to creep me out like going 5 minutes in and he's still like grabbing tissue to hold on to it. And he was asking me like, did you have ibuprofen the day before, or did you have ibuprofen tonight? And I'm just like, no, I didn't have any medication. Like why is it bleeding? Like, so once he did that, he was kind of like, you know, like maybe you should wait to do the tragus. So I was like, no, you can do both if the bleeding goes down. So it's 15 minutes later and the bleeding goes down, and it was like to the point where it was just a little blood. It was like a little dried up blood once I left and stuff. Like it was bleeding a lot. It was ridiculous. But that went by and I ended up getting the tragus piercing. So with the tragus piercing, it wasn't even like, it didn't even hurt. Like they say the tragus hurts the most. Like I feel like this went through more cartilage than this. Like I feel like that's not a lot of cartilage. Well, for me, I know people are different. Going through the tragus was just like a piece of cake. He just put it through, put the needle through, and then put the earring in. Like it was literally no problem. Out of both of them, I feel like the rook had more pain than the tragus, because like, I don't know, usually people say it's the opposite. Like the tragus is like the most painful part of your ear. I don't know, I feel like it's not that bad. But yeah, so the rook definitely hurt it more than the tragus piercing. But overall, like it was just like a smooth sailing, other than all that bleeding. Like it was smooth sailing. Now after all is said and done, the after effect, now that's what got me. So I'm the type of person, when the piercer tells me to make sure I clean it and stuff, I do it for like 3 weeks, and after that I start getting lazy. Like it comes from like cleaning it 2 times a day to me just cleaning it like once a day, if that. I just like let stuff naturally heal. I know that might not be a method, like don't listen to me, like do it as long as your piercers say, but I'm just the type of person, I'm just telling you from my experience and how like I cleaned my piercings and stuff. So basically it took it about, so long ago I can't remember, it took me about a month and a half for it to like stop getting irritated, like to the point where it was getting like still swollen. I think it took about a month and a half for me, because like I said, I wasn't cleaning it twice a day. I started slacking after like week 3 and stuff like that, because I just naturally do that with my piercings when they just become all right. But sometimes people get really bad effects from that, like they start getting like what is it, like a keloid or like a bump on it or something. I never got any of that with any of my piercings. But yeah, that's the only thing with the rook. Like it was really irritated, and that's the only time like I was like at risk of like getting like 4 forming like a little bump or something because like I wasn't like cleaning it. But once I started noticing it was getting like swollen that area and it looked like it was like starting to look like a little bump, I was like, no, I'm gonna start cleaning it. So I started cleaning it twice a day after like week 4, noticing it was messed up. So after I started cleaning it more, I still noticed that the bump was still trying to like, you know, be there in a way. So I was like, okay, what's going on? So my friend was like, girl, you just have it in there wrong. Like I literally had it pushed down like this. That's why the bump was forming up there, because it wasn't enough like air to like, I guess, let it breathe. So she just pushed it up just a little bit, and literally like 2 days later the bump went away. I feel like that's the only thing. You just gotta like let your piercings breathe and make sure like not a lot of hair or like, you know, because that stuff has like germs and stuff. So I feel like that's the only thing that irritates with that type of piercing, especially since it was like such a, I feel like it's way more serious than just getting your earlobe pierced. Yeah, just like making sure you like follow the steps from the piercer. Make sure you like don't slack on it like I did, because then like you'll start seeing what I saw. So I mean, you might not, but I mean, it's up to you, you know. Yeah, so yeah, I've been having it for like, I'm a sophomore in college now, so it's been about 2.5 years now since I had it. So I love it. It's like pretty dope. I want to get more piercings on my ears. Like I was that type of person like growing up, because my mom wouldn't let me get my ears pierced. I was that type of person like, when I turn 18, I'm gonna get all my piercings all the way up my ear and stuff like that. I haven't done any of that. But like, yeah, I really like piercings and like ear piercings and stuff like that. So I'm honestly thinking about the next piercing I want to get on my ear. So comment in the comment section what type of piercing I should get in my ear, because I'm really considering like, because this side I have like some stuff going on and this side is just nothing. So I really want to get more piercings, like maybe on this side, get like my cartilage pierced up there or something, like just something different. So yeah, comment below, give me some suggestions what I should get, because honestly I got these 2 ideas because I saw it on Pinterest and I was like, oh, that's cute. So yeah, that is my Rook piercing slash tragus piercing story. So I hope you enjoyed it. The girl that commented and asked me to do this video, thank you. Here's your video, girl. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up and make sure you comment those suggestions, and make sure you subscribe to Adam and Marianne, even though it's just Marianne. I took over the channel today, y'all, but you know. Yeah, and if you guys want to see more videos like me answering questions or something, you know, I can do it, you know. Forget Adam. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. I love you, Adam. Mwah. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.